welcome back. So we're gonna set up for next week, which is the first full week in March. I almost said May. It's the only thing about this case is my cat's hair like sticks to it, but I do love this case. So it's working out really well. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and grab my pens out. And I actually am gonna tell you guys a little bit of a story. Oh gosh, I didn't realize my jacket was covered in hair as well. Sorry if, yeah, it's very cat hairy. Anyway, that's what happens when you live with cats. So get this cover out of the way and get started on setting up for the week. So we are here, March 4th through the 10th. And I think I'm just really gonna do washi tape this time. I had some really pretty washi tape that I received from, I like this one, from one of the BST orders that I got, Buy Sell Trade. So I really like this one. It looks like something from Simply Gilded, so, but I think I'm just gonna use it. It's really pretty, and I'm gonna put it on the top and the bottom. Just do a little something different and tell you guys my little story. So I know not everybody is fountain pen enthusiasts, but that's what my little story is going to be about. So apologies if you don't care about fountain pens, but I'm just going to tell you kind of what I found out. So I was asking for advice. I think I got that a little crooked, but it's okay. I purchased a Sailor fountain pen. So these are the first really like more expensive pens. I have a Pilot Decimo, and it was, I don't know, maybe a little over $100. Well, no, I think I paid probably about $160 for it. But I have two Sailor pens, and they both were a little over a couple $100 a piece. And I mean, that's generally the price for Sailor. They do make some cheaper ones, but they don't have the I think it's like 18 karat gold nib. Does it say 14 karat? Is it 14 karat gold? Yeah, 14 karat. But I think it's like plated or something. I don't know. Anyway, I bought it. It's the Willow. If you've been around, you've probably seen it. I really, really love that pen. It's beautiful, but I was having issues with writing with it. And I have a ton of fountain pens, so I've never had a problem. I'm not a huge fan of some brands, but the ones that I've bought, I have been pretty happy with. We'll start from the bottom and move up, but whoops, we'll fix that. So I bought the Willow, and I was just having lots of problems with it. And so I asked on Goulet's site, on their Facebook page, if, I don't remember my exact post, but it was something to the lines of, I feel like my pen, there's something wrong with the nib. And, you know, I just wanted to know if anyone else had the experience that I was having, because it was really wearing my hand out to write with it. It was more like I was pushing the pen to write instead of it just gliding. And so practically every person on there was like, oh, that's just how Sailor pens are. They have a lot of feedback. Okay, well, I have pens with feedback, and that's not what this was feeling like to me. So I was like, okay, well, you guys probably know your Sailor pens better than me, but I just feel like it's not writing how a nearly $300 pen, or over I think I paid over $300 for the Willow with tax and shipping. So like, I'm not arguing with these people. I was like, thank you. They sent me some recommendations. I actually purchased some Mylar. I think that's what it was called. It's like very, 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 very fine sandpaper, and I used it, and I got the nib to where I like it. It's so much nicer. But it had kind of turned me off about buying another Sailor. I mean, it's an expensive pen. So, and everybody was, oh yeah, that's just how they are. That's just how they are. Okay, you know, I'm not doubting you. You guys probably know much better than I do, because I don't really purchase pens like that. Where's my whiteout? So I put buying this is called the First Snow, and I did an unboxing on it. I put buying this thing off until it was actually pretty much sold out. And I was like, ugh. So a snowflake is like my absolute favorite design. I used to have a necklace that had a snowflake on it. I just think it's such a pretty design. I really don't understand why all of the design is on this side and there's like a gap on this side, but I guess it's just how it's made, and that's fine. I still think the pen is beautiful, but I would have wished they would have put the clip like here so it would cover up like that blank spot, and then you'd have the, I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is. But I bought the pen from Pen Boutique, and that was the only place I could find it available. And I didn't even open it. Well, I did the unboxing, but I didn't ink it up. Nope, I'm good. I'm not gonna mess with it, because I don't know, I didn't want to open it and hate it and not be able to sell it, I guess, was basically what I was getting at. So I decided that I would open it. Let's see. I think it was Saturday or Sunday. So I opened it, and I thought, well, I'll ink up one of the converters. And I thought, no, I'm just going to stick a cartridge in it. And that way it's just been inked up with a cartridge. It's not, you know, that big a deal. I'll write with it and kind of see what I think. And, you know, I'm just gonna say, you know, I'm not trying to say there's anything wrong with any of the advice that everybody gave me, but I feel like the fact that I had told them that it was really wearing my hand out to write with it, even just a few lines. I mean, like writing this right here, my hand would have been aching so bad because it just felt like such a chore. I don't know how to explain it, but I mean, writing just what I've written on here so far, my hand would have been aching so bad. And I love writing. I mean, I can write pages and pages of stuff, and that's what I do all day. I write at work. And I mean, these pens don't wear my hands out, so a fountain pen should be easier. They're lighter, they're, you know, they glide easier over paper. So anyway, I'm not trying to say, I'm sure that they all thought that they were all right, but they were 100% wrong. I got this pen, and this thing glides across paper like a dream. Yes, I can tell the feedback. Yes, I know what feedback is. I've owned fountain pens for, I don't know, at least like the last 6 years regularly. But before that, my grandmother had fountain pens and calligraphy pens, and I used those like all through my childhood, into my teens, early adulthood. So I don't know. I guess I was just, and again, I'm not saying that they gave me bad advice. I'm sure they all thought that my pen was fine and that I was just being a whiny baby or something. But I feel like people are just so quick to give their expert opinion that they don't necessarily read everything that was given, all the information that was given. I'm going to try to find, I don't really know what color, because that's like an odd color and I don't think I have anything like it, but we're going to try while I kind of tell you guys. So, but I don't, you know, I'm no fountain pen expert by any means, and the pens that I've owned are all TWSBI and mostly TWSBI. I own a lot of TWSBI pens, so yeah, mostly I own TWSBIs. So I feel like I could definitely give an expert opinion about TWSBI. I have used them. This is not even, that one's pretty close. Yeah, we're gonna go with the first one. So I think that I could give a really good opinion about, you know, if somebody's looking at a TWSBI pen, I can definitely tell you my thoughts on TWSBI. And that's not right. You guys are probably screaming at me like, what are you writing? Weather twice? Ugh. Anyway, you know, I feel like I could probably give you a very good insight into a TWSBI pen. I can tell you how to clean one. I can tell you how to take one apart. I can tell you how to grease one. I can tell you pretty much anything and everything you'd want to know about a TWSBI pen. I have owned almost all of them. I don't think I have a piston filler. I think they have one of those. I don't have one of those. I think that's what the Iris is. I don't know that they call it that, but I have pretty much every other brand or every other style. And then I have Lamy. I don't like those. I have one, and it's only because it's a limited edition. So then I have Pilot. I don't even know. I have a bunch of other brands that I just don't use. I have the Kaweco Sport. I'm not a fan. They're too light, in my opinion. I don't know what this is going to do. Probably not ever dry. But yeah, I think and it's just probably because of the size. They're so small. I need to have a little bit of weight to it. I almost think the Sailors they're kind of light, in my opinion. I really like the weight of the TWSBI 580, Diamond 580 but it has quite a bit more height. So I'm not going to turn this into a whole, I mean, it is basically a fountain pen video, but I'm just trying to give you like my opinion on, and it's not even, get your information from multiple sources. If you have a question, make sure that they understand what you're saying, because I don't think that they really cared. The fact that, yeah, that looks awful. I don't care. It's fine. But I don't think that they cared about the fact that I've owned pens for many years, and that I'm aware of what feedback is, and I'm aware of what, you know, of how fountain pens should write. Like I would, but the thing is that they gave me a lot of bad advice for a person who would have been a beginner, because I have now voided the warranty on that nearly $300 pen because I took it upon myself to grind it. It's not really grinding, but to use sandpaper on it when you're not supposed to do that. I modified the nib, so it is now not under warranty. And the thing is the nib was faulty. And had I just, you know, made a complaint because in my heart, I kind of knew that it was the nib and not how the pen should write. And I just should have done it, but that's on me, you know, that's on me. I'm not blaming one person at all for what I did. I 100% did that. And I don't blame anybody. I'm the one that did it. I'm the one that chose to do it. And I'm fine with that. I mean, the pen writes fine now, and I'm perfectly fine with it. But my point into going in all of this is that ask questions. And if you feel in your heart that it's not right, then take it to who you bought it from, because they probably could have given me, had I went to Goulet Pens and said, hey, you know, this is what I'm getting. Can you tell me, you know, a little bit more? Can you give me some tips on things that I can do? Or, you know, is this how this pen should operate? That is what I should have done. I should have taken it to them instead of taking it to their Facebook page and asking individuals. Because, you know, I got bad advice. I took it. I'm fine with that. But I would hate for somebody that's a newer fountain pen user to get a nib that's horrible and think that that's how a pen is supposed to write, or how a fountain pen is supposed to behave, because they're not. They're wonderful instruments to write with if you know, find yourself. I still haven't decorated my March, but you know, it's just, I just want people to know that, you know, the internet isn't always the answer. While it might be from the company, but actually asking someone's advice on the internet isn't always the best option. But yeah, if you are ever, and about anything really, it doesn't have to be about pens or about anything. I mean, if you ever are questioning something, I guess that's what I'm getting at. My ultimate point is, if you're ever questioning something about anything, take it to the manufacturer, take it to the seller, or, you know, the wholesaler, whatever. Take it to them and ask their advice. Because while they still could give you the same, you know, they could have given me the same advice that I would have gotten, I still 100% believe that my pen was in fact defective. There's nothing I can do about it now, and that's fine. But I will 100% always believe that that pen was defective, and that's what I thought from day one. I just thought that there was no way that a pen that cost that much could write that poorly. And this one is just an absolute dream. I love it, and I'm gonna write with it. So even though it's, you know, springtime coming up, man, that's really bugging me. There's not really anything I could do. It's just gonna look like trash. It's all right. It is what it is. It's 1 week, and you know, it'll be better next week. And then we're having our girls trip. I'm so excited. Let's see. So this week's looking kind of not really filled out. I mean, it is. We're on Thursday, so everything has been paid and done. And we had training, and we have another training tomorrow. It's not even really training. It's 11 to 12. It's actually, I think it's an award ceremony for our company. But yeah, so I'm sorry if this is not, you know, whatever. But I just want, you know, I want everybody to be informed that stuff you see on the internet isn't always correct. And I mean, I know people know that, but I've seen so many people give so much incorrect information. There is one YouTuber, and God love her, she is very popular, but the stuff that she says about fountain pens just makes my heart hurt. Things that I've seen her show people how to do, I'm just like screaming at my channel. But I'm not gonna, I probably should correct her, but she probably would bite my head off. But I can just give the information that I have, and I'm not an expert by any means. I don't claim to be. Like I said, I can show you pretty much everything there is to know about a TWSBI. I'm learning about Sailor, and I do like this pen a lot better than I liked my other one. So hopefully we'll go from there, but that doesn't mean I need to continue to buy them because they're very pricey pens. But anyway, it is what it is, and I don't know. I just had it on my heart to talk to you guys about tonight, so I just wanted to, you know, give you guys a little bit of information. If you have any questions, you know, I'd be happy to talk to you. You can always DM me on Instagram or message me here, email me. I'm happy to always talk. I love to give information, and if I don't know it, I'm going to tell you that I don't know. I'm not going to tell you the wrong information. I'm going to tell you what I know about it, and then suggest that you might want to either talk to a professional or, you know, I definitely recommend video-wise if you're looking into fountain pens. Goulet pens they're amazing. I have purchased from them for years, and they're, you know, smaller business, they have excellent customer service, and I've met Brian and Drew at the Atlanta Pen Show, and they're just great. They're hilarious. But they were very fun to talk to. They're great people, but their YouTube channel is so chock full of all the information. And I would suggest go back and watch like the older videos. Their newer stuff is more, I mean, not necessarily advanced because but it's more driven. Like they have specific questions and specific things that they talk about each episode. But their older videos are a lot about pens, affordable pens, how to fill them, how to clean them, how to, you know, how to choose the right one for you. So yeah, I definitely recommend going and checking their videos out because they have lots of information if you're looking at fountain pens. And yeah, I mean, I'm happy to chat with anybody about anything really because that's just who I am. So this is our week, and I know we were chatty about fountain pens, but like I said, it was just something I wanted to talk about. But this is what this week looks like with my mild boo-boo. Yeah, let's not ever do... I mean, it actually doesn't smear and it is fine, and I probably could go over it again, but it just looks a lot weirder than the rest of them. So anyway, I'm fine with it. It is what it is. So that's where we're at, and I don't really know that there's much to update here. I have been reading every day. I haven't updated. I haven't read tonight, so I won't mark that off. No workouts, no spend. I didn't spend anything today or yesterday. Monday, did I? I don't think I did. And then YouTube, I don't think I had any videos go up. I think the first will be our next video. So that's it. All right. So everything is updated, and God, there's like cat hair everywhere, man. Okay, sorry. But yep, that's my video for today. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and it would mean the absolute world to me if you'd consider subscribing. We're like 710. I am hoping, my goal is to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. So each one of you being here just means so much to me, and I really appreciate all of you. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.